Hello YouTube, Diecast Nation here, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the 2008 Yamaha YFZ-450 ATV from New Ray Toys. Now this review is going to be a little bit different than normal just because I'm going to be unboxing this product, which is something I usually don't do in front of the camera. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, taking a quick look around the packaging, there's not much to talk about. Fastlane logo here. This tells us that it's a 1/12 scale ATV model. This says that parts of this model are constructed out of diecast. Obviously right here we have the model itself. There's an image, another image, Yamaha logo there, and that's really about it. Not much to talk about with this packaging. Very simple, very basic. So let's go ahead and crack this puppy open. So there we go. There's the 1/12 scale Yamaha YFZ-450 model. And before I dive into the review any farther, I'm just going to clear something up right now. So you might have noticed that at the beginning of the video I said that this model was manufactured by New Ray Toys, and that's true. You also might have noticed that there is no New Ray logos at all of any kind on this packaging. And that's because this model here is manufactured by New Ray Toys. But if you purchase it at Toys R Us, it's marketed as a Fastlane model. For whatever reason, Toys R Us decided to market this model in their stores as a Fastlane product. And so if you buy this model at Toys R Us, it'll be branded as a Fastlane model. But if you buy it anywhere else besides Toys R Us, such as online, it'll be marketed as a New Ray toy. So I just wanted to clear that up before we start the video. So let's go ahead and get this packaging out of the way. And just one more thing before I actually start the review and start talking in depth about this model. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a brief overview of the real life quad that this 1/12 scale model is based off of. So the real life Yamaha YFZ-450 is a 2-wheel drive 4-stroke chain driven sport ATV. It was released in 2003 for the 2004 model year, and it was pretty revolutionary for the time. It had very impressive performance, and that was helped along by its very lightweight design, and it was just overall very revolutionary for the time. Now obviously, judging by the name, this quad is powered by a 450cc engine. It's a 4-stroke engine, and it's paired with a 5-speed manual transmission. So let's just say the real-life Yamaha YFZ-450 is a pretty quick machine. So there's your brief kind of overview of the model of the real-life Yamaha YFZ-450 that this model is based off of. With that out of the way, we can actually dive into looking at this model here in depth. So first off, you'll notice that this quad has a white, black, and red color scheme. The majority of the body being made out of white plastic here with some nice red detail. Now the fact that this quad is made out of plastic is a little bit disappointing to me. Granted, it would have been a lot more expensive if it was made out of all diecast, but it would have been a lot more durable if it was made out of diecast. But despite the fact that it's made out of plastic, it's still pretty durable, and it still looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and take a look around this model. So right here on the left hand side, we have a Yamaha logo right there, along with some red detail. YFZ-450 branding. Some more red detail. Right here we have some very nice engine detail. Chrome in color. Right here we have a plastic footrest, which unfortunately is very, very flimsy. It feels like it could break at any moment, and that's not a good thing, unfortunately. It's going to be a little bit hard to see, but this thing right here that I have my finger on is the shifter for the 5-speed manual transmission. You can also see a little bit of the red frame there, and that is one of the only parts of this model that's actually made out of diecast. This metal frame here, this engine detail right here and this are the only things on this model that are actually constructed out of die-cast metal. The rest is all plastic, as I said. So that's really about it for the left-hand side. Oops, I almost forgot to talk about the wheels. So these are just simple chrome plate wheels here. These ones, the rear ones here, actually do have spokes, 4-spoke. They're pretty nice looking wheels. And that's it for the left-hand side. Let's go ahead and look at the front of this model. So right here we have a Yamaha logo, Yamaha right here in writing. Some more red detail. Looks very nice. Right here we have our little Nerf bar thing to protect against any unwanted forces that come into contact with the front of this quad. Right here, a little bit hard to see, we have headlights. They actually are protected by a plastic clear shroud there, so that looks pretty nice. You can see the red frame again. Now this little Nerf bar thing here is not actually made out of die-cast, unfortunately. It is made out of plastic. And I kind of wish they would have made it out of die-cast, just because a lot of smaller children, are going to be ramming this ATV into things. And it would help if that was made out of die-cast, just because it would reduce the risk of it breaking. So right here you can see the double wishbone suspension, which is made out of plastic, and the shocks. Very good suspension travel on this model, I like that. So that's the front. The right hand side is essentially the same as the left hand side, except for it says Yamaha right there on the engine block. And we also have a fuel line right here, and instead of a shifter we have a brake pedal. So that's about it for that side. Let's go ahead and take a look at the rear. Right here we have the tail light covered with this red plastic. Exhaust pipe. As I said, this is a chain driven model, so right here we have the chain. It's constructed out of black plastic, but I'm still glad that they chose to add that detail in there. Disc brake right here. There's your caliper, your brake pad. And that's about it for the rear of this device, or excuse me, of this model. Black plastic seat, fuel filler cap, your handlebars, your clutch, brake lever, and your throttle. So overall, this model is extremely well detailed. It's extremely accurate and very true to life model, and I applaud New Ray on making a very, very nice model here. Oops, it's rolling away. So that's really about it for this Yamaha YFZ-450 112 scale model. The suspension's really nice on it. Got that double wishbone in the front and just that single shock in the back. So that's very nice. And build quality is decidedly average on this, just because it's constructed primarily out of plastic. A lot of things are just really flimsy on it. So overall, build quality could be a lot better, but for what they had to work with, I think they did a pretty good job. And really, that's about it for my review of this 112 scale Yamaha YFZ-450 model. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos, and catch you guys next time. See ya.